People say it's lonely at the top, but damn, this lonely?
I want to have 2 more fights this year. Then after that, take off a little bit of time, maybe have a kid or something, and then come back and fight some more.
My best friend, I talk to him about everything, you know, and when like the time is right, you know, people want details of how long we've been
coming. It doesn't mean I'm not going to have time for the other kids, but it does mean that I have a new baby and I have to focus and give that baby my undivided.
But it's the light-skinned girls who think they just so pretty, and just because they born light-skinned that they just all that they can come up with shit.
The drama is intense here as Remy just came out swinging once more, this time aiming straight at Clarissa's shields. Is Remy just salty, or does she actually have a point? Who's doing the math? There are rumors that Claressa might be attempting to baby trap Papoose. After all, Remy refuses to sign the divorce papers, so Pap and Claressa aren't even able to get married yet. It's not just a pride issue either. Alimony is also at stake, and if Remy lets him go legally, her finances may suffer. As a result, it's no longer just a wild hypothesis that rumors are spreading that getting pregnant would be Claressa's best option. Remy is putting fuel to the fire and appending everything just when we thought things couldn't be any more crazy. Some reports have already suggested that she might be pregnant. It resembles a gloved soap opera. Let's take a little look back. Claressa and Papa have been functioning as a low-key power couple, attending hectic and scheduled red carpet events, and lately, Claressa has been implying that she is taking a vacation from boxing to concentrate on other pursuits. People are naturally wondering, what other things? Because of her silence, fans think she is already pregnant. And if that's true, and Remy just mishandled her entire family's luggage because Pap and Claressa appear to be establishing something real while she's out here stuck in emotional limbo. One foot still in that old chapter and one foot trying to step out. Remy believes she was dropping bombs when she leaked Pap and Claressa's private messages in December. Let's not forget that. Indeed, it was her gotcha moment, but rather than bringing them down, it strengthened the couple's support and validated their preconceived notions. The expose has been released. Verifying reservations and chatting, Claressa was out there attempting to maintain a polished and clean brand when this scenario struck her like a blow to the head. It's wonderful how karma works out. She had large PR campaigns and relationships with well-known sponsors lined up, and her staff was stressed out, thinking, sis, this kind of messy headline is not it. However, the audience was surprisingly supportive of her rather than hostile. Claressa was described as getting a makeover and an upgrade. Papoose was treated like a man who at last woke up, and comments like, finally, Pap woke up and leveled up. Leaving Remy was the smartest move he's made were made. Coming out of a poisoned cage, Remy genuinely thought she was exercising her power by making those screenshots public as though to destroy them. But instead of making them look bad, she just made herself vulnerable. It backfired terribly when Claressa and Pop were announced as the unexpected fan favorites. Since that disastrous expose, Remy has been incredibly silent. Not a single shady Instagram post, subliminal in her lyrics, or subtle jab in interviews, while Pap and Claressa have been out as if nothing were wrong, showing up hand in hand and exuding their full power as a couple. She tried to rock the internet, but instead she shook her peace. They were together all day on Valentine's Day. Hawaii trip with the ocean views in the jacket-matching photographs. Papoose was there, rapping Claressa's walkout as if he were her personal hype man at her boxing battle versus Danielle Perkins. Claressa devoured it like the main event she is, and it seemed like a scene from a championship film. Soft living realism was infused with cozy moments. As if they were straight out of a catalog shoot, they even pulled up courtside to a Knicks game and relaxed.
Okay, Papoose. Quote time.
No, he gonna meet me over there. I'm walking here.
Yes, he did.
More importantly, what'd you think
Shout
about
out
that
to,
knockdown?
shout out to, I loved it, man. She milked it like strawberry ice cream, man. Shout out to
Oh, what? Claressa isn't being bashful about this relationship, my goodness. Videos of intense date nights, dance parties, arcade runs, and the overall atmosphere have been posted by her. She's with someone who knows her, supports her, and doesn't cause her any trouble. So let's just say that she's shining brighter than a new WDC belt. Claressa herself loudly and proudly verified that she was making waves online, stating, "Share the love y'all show me, and Pap is cool as ever." So yes, they are official, and the streets are fully behind it. Are supporting this pair as though it were a championship match, and it's clear who is winning at the moment. The embarrassing aspect is that Remy tried to contact Pap to try to mend things and bring the family back together, but he wasn't having any of it. Meanwhile, she is out here looking incredibly dry and mentally parched. Like a bouncer at a VIP party, he swiftly closed it down, and you can't really blame him. During Remy's bid, Pap stood 10 toes down for her, stayed faithful, took care of the family, and kept her name pure. Then she turned around and made contact with the block commander. Easy. The fact that none of that loyalty ever mattered is beyond Messy's comprehension. Rain is trying to get back on track now that Pap is gone, but he has a woman by his side who is motivating him rather than depressing him, someone who genuinely sees his worth. Claressa isn't playing second fiddle to anyone, and Remy clearly could have done more to support Pap in public. Now let's discuss the actual gag. A husband goals type of person was lost by Remy. Papoose is the type of man that women pray for. He is loyal, never makes her feel uncomfortable in public, and puts his family first. But while searching for diversions, Remy mishandled the bag, and now she's observing from the sidelines as Pap gets. He gets everything he should have had sooner, and Claressa is utterly enamored and not hiding it. She recently went live with a big smile on her face and gave Pap the loveliest shout out, proclaiming that he is the most emotionally sophisticated man she has ever dated and that they deserve each other. He listens to her and pours into her like she's gold, she boasted, and they converse for hours on end. It's how you declare your man to be yours and make it known that he is not for sale. Claressa is flaunting her triumph while Remy is learning the hard way. When a good man is underappreciated, what happens?
I love him. I love having his support, you know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other.
Next up, we'll talk about Claressa's visit on the Tamron Hall program. It was clear from her fawning over Pap that he is her partner, her piece, and her person. She looked stunning, as though she had just signed a multi-million-dollar contract. He has been giving her the ride-or-die kind of affection she has always wanted, she said, calling him her dream come true. Then she said, "I'm eating it all up." And she seemed to mean it. Not only was she in love, but she also knew she had something powerful. And you can bet she wasn't done flaunting her partner on national TV. In keeping with the love fest, Claressa complimented Pap, adding that he is astute, courteous, and modest, as though he were genuinely wise. She also offered him flowers for being a rap legend, adding that while it's true that he's wonderful on the mic and can spew bars, what really counts is, "Papoose is the kind of man I need, someone who can handle my success without being intimidated by it. You can see by the way he encourages me that she wasn't just boasting, she was proud." She hit the nail on the head with the line that had social media buzzing as a strong lady with a gift and a terrific jab. That portion right there wasn't simply a compliment, it was a clear message. Let's face it, that comment contained some harsh criticism, and everyone knows that Pap was the same. He had been Remy's support system for years, but she chose to ignore it as she sought other distractions, and he held her in check. He is now at last getting the love and respect he has merited, and it comes from a woman who truly cares for him. Claressa seems to be hanging on tight and not playing around with her guy, while Remy is definitely watching everything from the sidelines.
Enjoy us together without the eyes of other people having to judge. You know, people saying stuff like, well, I've heard a lot of good things, you know, and because I can read too.
Things are beginning to seriously deteriorate now that everyone knows that Claressa and Papoose aren't continuing, as if they were only having a brief affair. You are well aware of the significance of Claressa's recent declaration that she is quitting boxing after just 2 more bouts to focus on other endeavors. Immediately, there were rumors on social media that she might be pregnant, and let's be. She's dominating her weight class and at the top of her game, and now she's pressing pause, gal. There is undoubtedly something going on, and this isn't the first time, sweetie. Her name has a connection to boxer Tony Harrison and Jada Davis, who was once close to Claressa's former trainer. Jada came online and dropped a huge bomb after she made a startling revelation that made everyone uneasy. Claressa was supposedly. Nobody had predicted this turn of events, but they were already making assumptions about how effectively Claressa handled the altercation. Indeed, when she fought Hannah Gabrielle Yen in 2023 and prevailed by unanimous decision, she was expecting a child. Jada also didn't mince words when she disclosed in a video that she had fought Hannah Gabrielle during her pregnancy and kept it a secret. Just that news sparked a social media frenzy, with boxing fans and experts sharing their thoughts. Some people are genuinely doubting whether Claressa really fought while pregnant and whether Jada is telling the truth. If the report is accurate, it will change the perception of that entire altercation and even her entire future career plan. Imagine, for instance, being a world-class athlete who is able to compete at the championship level while also purportedly pregnant. Regardless of its veracity, it's generating boss-level energy.
Yeah, that's why she got dropped. Yeah, she ended up getting backed up and winning the fight, but that's why she got dropped.
She was pregnant?
Pregnant, and she didn't eat for 3 days straight prior to fight day.
Trying to make weight.
But
it could really mount up, let's face it. If Remy is out there refusing to sign the divorce papers, stopping Claressa and Papoose from being legally married, what would be the best course of action? A baby, indeed. She stumbled with a man who used to treat her like royalty and who literally waited on her for a whole prison sentence. He held her down both in public and privately, which is the most disgusting aspect. He's out here shining up with Claressa, catching flights, courtside seats, romantic getaways, and maybe even a baby on the way, all because she still blew it. Remy may have lost if the rumors are accurate and Claressa is expecting, since, let's be honest, she appears to be stuck and is losing faith that Papoose will come back. The match is over. It's the final chapter if that child is actually on the way, and the genuine tea folks are starting to question how long Remy will continue to go crazy. This woman was imprisoned for pulling a trigger, so if she feels trapped or publicly humiliated, she may become reckless. As we all know, she's not going down gently. Hopefully, it won't go there. And do you recall that boxing bout where everyone was there and Claressa was all fired up and ready to throw hands? It made the internet go crazy. She publicly expressed her desire to compete against Remy. But to her astonishment, it never happened. You can be certain that the matchup would go differently now that she has Papoose locked in. No one would be shocked, and here's the truth. 50 Cent intervened and warned Claressa to keep an eye on Remy. He doesn't say anything else, but if he's giving off warning signals, it's a hint that something is about to happen. Remy and Claressa's conflict has the potential to swiftly grow from lighthearted social media taunts to a significant real-life problem. Let's discuss something that people are only now becoming aware of. Ray has always had a slight attitude toward the women Papoose had children with prior to her joining the scene, which may be why his previous children were never given much attention. It conveys a rather hushed vibe, so keep it low to prevent overtones of drama. Many celebrities with blended families have shown solidarity by sharing photos of their baby mamas and stepchildren. There are no shout-outs, no cute moments on the internet, just quiet about Papoose and his kids before Remy. It's as if they never existed. Here's the tea, because fans are starting to raise questions now that Claressa is in the picture. Co-parenting is commended, and birthdays are shared. Since many people are unaware that Papoose had a full line of children before he and Remy even connected, let's simply break it down. His daughter, Dejane Mackey, was born in November 1997 and is the daughter of Yvette Lashley. Born in April 1999, Jameer Mackey works as a veterinarian as well in Destiny. Fans are starting to question whether Remy may have set up a situation where the public never saw that side of Papoose, despite the fact that he was born in September 2000 and comes from a completely different relationship. Was there friction behind the scenes that made him conceal his other family life, or was she keeping things secret out of jealousy? It makes sense that Remy would feel pressured now that Claressa is receiving all the attention, walking the red carpet, sitting in the front row, and potentially even carrying his child. Those who know the situation have been guessing that she wasn't actually trying to play bonus mom or give hugs during the picnic. She has reportedly been avoiding the kids and their moms for years, according to insiders. They're getting a "don't come near what's mine" feeling from it. But while Ray is out there making fun of and insulting other people, she has her own storm brewing at home, and this is when things really start to go south, as he is currently on trial for a significant shooting event. Her son, yes, the one she keeps out of the spotlight, is reportedly dealing with some serious legal troubles. Yes, it has been making subtle headlines, but those with knowledge of the case say it's looking weighty, and let's face it, things start to make more sense when people remark that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Maybe she might start by cleaning her house. Remy's current protective behavior makes sense. If Claressa is really expecting a child with Papa, that would be a major turning point. Isn't just about Claressa, it's a pattern that has been going on for years, and Ray is undoubtedly heated behind the scenes now that Claressa may be forging a true future with Pap, complete with the child on the way. The entire gang is altered if Claressa is indeed expecting. To put it plainly, Remy still refuses to sign since having a second child entails more care, more accountability, and perhaps less space for Remy to wiggle her way back into the picture. What is the best approach to make that tie permanent, given that those divorce papers state that Claressa and Papoose are not yet ready to get married? A newborn. That might be precisely what Claressa is trying to do, if we're being honest. From Remy's perspective, this could all be a setup because she says the pregnancy talk is all nonsense and that Claressa is just playing chess in an attempt to keep Pap close at all costs. Remy also finds the timing odd, given that Claressa has announced her impending retirement from boxing and that she has just 2 fights left before she does so. It would not be out of the question for her to take a baby break. It probably seems like Ray's worst-case scenario is unfolding in front of her because whether or not this pregnancy rumor is real, one thing is for sure, Papoose will be right there with her, creating something new and spending even more time with her now that they're at home rather than constantly training or moving from city to city. The situation becomes even more complex at this point. Is Remy's refusal to sign the divorce papers a hint that she still wants to keep Pap around? Does she truly believe this, or is she just trying to keep one hand on him while feigning to be finished? The energy that Claressa and Pap have been exuding isn't a passing flirtation. It's genuine and public, and Remy is witnessing her ex-boyfriend become the loyal king she once had exclusively. Regarding Claressa, is she genuinely attempting to restrain Pap, or are others merely inciting conflict? But one thing is certain, this triangle is far from over, and the tension is rising. She's only playing the long game, and the relationship won't last. Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. I'm sure you have something to say. Click the like button before you go. To make sure you don't miss the next exciting update, subscribe and enable post notifications if you haven't already.